Let's go. Let's go. Good morning. Okay, let me get some music. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kind of feels like a bit of a suspicious morning, doesn't it? Like a scalpy morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Very suspicious, yeah. Like you have scalps. Yeah, you've been up since 6 a.m. Very sus. Yup. Raven. Yeah. Now hopefully we can turn it around, and have some nice stocks cooking. AMIX looks really good still. Like that was a really good base on AMIX. Super slow, super. Yeah, AMIX does look good. Uh, has a really nice breakout actually. So that retest of 90 cents was really nice. 90-cent retest was really nice. Again, good morning everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Okay. 1 second. Okay. SGML just looks weak. So maybe a retest of the bottom of the almost the 200 EMA there maybe. Be careful, GNS. Yeah. What's next for GNS? We were talking about GNS and we talked about that 90-cent support. So GNS has done this before, you know. Aovena. GNS has done this before, where they try and sue somebody for stock manipulation and then pump the stock, and then the stock goes to the abyss after being pumped. So for now, just make sure it stays above 90 cents, please. Alrighty. Mayhem, good morning. Lizzie, good morning. Raven again, good morning. Jack, good morning. Benna, good morning. Diddy, good morning. Wall, good morning. Good morning, Dugan. Meek, good morning. Good morning, Smurf. Frozen, good morning. Good morning, Nicola. Good morning, Joe. Call you Joe. Good morning, Greg. Floyd, good morning. Good morning, TV. Let's talk. Play, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, no, we definitely do have a whole bunch of like sus stocks, So hopefully when the market opens, one of them can, pick a direction and go boom skis. Hopefully when the market opens, one of these names can actually cook. Farah, good morning. Bark, good morning. Carolina, good morning. Pierre, good morning. Frank, good morning. CM, good morning. Al, good morning. Good morning, Andy. Cueto, good morning. Good morning, Zitro. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, so we'll see if this thing can stay above that 200 EMA, GLMD, right? AMIX again, closer to 90 cents. That would have been your spot there. Cool. And then SGML, watch that 200 EMA closer to $8 there. Let's see if we can stay above. The S&P is finding a nice little base off like 670, but it's also looking very suspicious, isn't it? Bitcoin has had a horrible weekend. Not an amazing weekend for BTC. That thing has been fighting for its life. Just fighting for its life. So we shall see what the markets do. Alrighty, we shall see. Sus 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 sus. Long spy the open. I mean, if it can stay above that 670, someone's gonna say, I'm not gonna say it. Uh, Good morning, Pavan. Dina, hello, hello, hi. Desmond, good morning. Avion, good morning. Chester, good morning. Cheech, Bob, good morning. Backhoff, good morning. Kevin, Q King, good morning, good morning. Yeah. Yeah, GNS would need to honestly reclaim the 200 EMA for that thing to look any good. Alrighty. I'll mute my Discord there. Yeah, we're coming back to retest $1.20 on this one, so pretty weak. Could not break above the downtrend, so let's see if it holds. If not, meh. Right? GNS for now looks like the one, doesn't it? Not GNS, AMIX. Right? That was a solid pop off the bottom there. CGTL doesn't look too bad. Just came off the scanner there. MSPR. I just had it on here because I wanted to see that thing hold about 53, 54 cents, and then go from there. CGTL. CGTL. These pops are always annoying though because they're just random pops. Can't really trust them a whole bunch. Also, we're 6 minutes away from the open, so this is the time where you're just kind of sitting back and putting together a watch list, right? Rather than jumping into brand new names because you could get yourself in trouble. Axe, Ox, good morning. Dan, good morning, Dan. How are you? How was the weekend? Jason, good morning. Salat, good morning. Yep. Hopefully the market is in direction until after this. Yeah, we'll see. Sock Monkey, good morning. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Question for you guys in the chat though. I bet you we're gonna be either just stuck with AMIX or all over the place. What's your favorite stock going into the open? What is your favorite stock going into the open? Let me know. CYPH, CGTL. Okay. AMIX, you think? See, that's what I mean, right? It's either gonna be AMIX or it's gonna be all over the place. It was, but you don't know now. Yeah, especially into the open, these penny stocks usually struggle. So, GLMD. Yeah, if we can stay above that 120, you know. Beyond Meat. Interesting. Okay. DeVito. DeVito Little. I like it. I like it. APLT. Hmm. Are you just spamming that to spam it, or you're just spamming it, huh? Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, BLK. Yeah, you're looking at DVLT and AMIX, Don. Okay. Sounds good. We'll keep an eye on those names. Alrighty. The question is, once we open, which of these names can actually take away the momentum, the volume, the momentum, the vibes? AMIX is the one that's looking the best for now, though, right? That was a really good test of the bottom there. 90 cents, 200 EMA demand zone, double bottom. That was perfect. Now this thing would almost need to retest the downtrend or break out at the open to look really good. CGTL, right? It's the newest name that showed up on the scanner, but that thing was just a random pop, so it really needs to break out for some more here. So I still think it looks, interesting, but it needs to break out before we can feel confident with it. SGML, right? Watch the 200 EMA super weak, super weak, right? Super weak. But one of the top gainers. GLMD, obviously nice little scalp on this one, right? So a little pop there and then failed in the supply zone. Watch $1.20 into the open. Let's see if we can stay above that. And then again, there's some random names like the KZIN, right? This one's been bouncing up this 200 EMA, which is nice, but then also failing at the VWAP. So again, KZIN doesn't look too bad as long as it stays above 36, 37 cents, and then resistance at 42. Alrighty. MSPR, like I said earlier, if you look at MSPR on the right hand side here, you can see that it's been bouncing up the same stupid level over and over, right? So that level is 54 cents, 53. So hopefully it can stay above that. Alrighty. Pizza. GNS, there was a lot of talk over the weekend because the company is suing whichever firm that is for stock manipulation, right? And the stock reacted over the weekend, had a nice little pop, blah blah blah. Some good scalps for some of you guys on this one. For now, your support is 92 cents, 90. So again, closer to 90 cents, right? And then a lot of resistance at $1.10. So it does need to stay above that level. CYPH, obviously this was LPTX with the name change. Support for now is $2 and 85 ish cents, right? And then resistance between 315 and 320. So if we can break above that level, that would be good. Cool. Like I said, the markets are, not looking too amazing. Not too amazing. Super weak. And here we go again, selling off. Right. So more dipskis. Yeah. And then BTC. BTC's had an interesting weekend. So we'll see. Cool. Empress, good morning. Pizza, good morning. Let's see. Support and resistance, Donovan. I'll take a look in a second. Yeah, I will take a look ski in a second, y'all. Okay, let's see. And then CGTL isn't looking too bad, is it? It's finally popping again to the top of the supply zone. So retesting $1. Yeah, and there he goes. Let's see. Give us some boom skis, please. Again, AMIX is the one that looks the best for now. Price action wise, going into the open, seems a bit slow, but it's done really well off the bottom there, so that's good. Yeah, and there goes a retest of the highs of the day. Um, so again, your resistance is closer to $1.30, so just be careful there, please. Ready? SPY open and they slapped it a bit more. They said, "Hello, SPY. Welcome to the markets. Are you having a good morning? You're not? Good." So again, GLMD, right? So let's stay above that 120. And then AMIX needs to reclaim $1.20. Needs to reclaim it. Here we go. $1.30, not $1.20. Need to reclaim that level. There it goes. AMIX. AMIX says, "Yeah, guys. Yeah. That's a nice pop." That thing said, "Peter, are you trashing me? You sure you want to do that?" Weakness there. So again, AMIX is the best looking stock right now, isn't it? Don't like it? That thing says you don't like me, pizza? That thing says you don't like me, huh? Oh, okay. That's really all I needed. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, let's do. And then. Alrighty. $1.40. At least it's not 100%. Ah, unbelievable. Type yes in the chat if you're holding AMIX. Type yes in the chat if you're holding this one. And so again, AMIX, AMIX looking very good. We are in a supply zone though, guys, and we are at the open, so just be careful, please. Alrighty? Yeah, of course, of course. Yep. You sold for profits, but you're happy. Good job. Yeah, closer to $1.50, $1.45 to $1.50. 117. Nice. Yeah, so $1.45 to $1.50, that's your next resistance. Don't ruin it, Pizza. Pizza is gonna finish it. Ah. Yeah, you sold on 140, Daryl? Beautiful. I like it. My son says no. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so again, $1.40, $1.45 to $1.50 is your next resistance on that one. Beautiful, Rob. Beautiful. So yeah, let's see if we can break above again. Just be mindful that there is a supply zone there and we're at the open. So at some point we need a retest and a higher low. Or breakout is cool too. But we're gonna need something. Okay, there we go. Any hope of recovering? That thing is at. I'll take a look in a second. Greg, good job. Yeah, 120 to 136. Good job. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, there we go. Can we get a breakout? Dude, for pizza. So again, you can see the 145 resistance though, right? I have the line at 150 because it's more of a psychological level, but you can clearly see the supply zone and the candles stalling, right? So AMC is at all-time lows. Don't tell Pablo. Pablo is gonna have the best day. Yeah, your take profit kicked in. That's okay, Greg. That's okay, right? You're basically at break even right now in a supply zone, so there's nothing wrong with that. Right? Zero. Nothing wrong with that at all. Looking at some of the other names, CGTL is still stalling at resistance. GLMD is honestly just kind of chilling in that 120 range. Right? So not quite sure what's happening. MSPR, nothing. K's in actually, right? With a nice pop. So broke above that 42. Yeah. My wife wants to know if I should start a new SRT. SRT. What's SRT? Way too fast? No, that's okay, Greg. That's okay. You did well, so I wouldn't be worried about that. CYPH has done a really good job. If you look at the chart, right, you can see that double bottom, right? So we mentioned that 285. So really good bottom, and then it popped to the top. So resistance on this thing, we mentioned 315, 320. None of those candles have actually closed above 320 yet, so I'm going to drop a line at 320. So it needs to close above, and then you're looking for the VWAP after that. But yeah, not a bad pop though. And you stream it says she's cooking breakfast. Tesh will all Tesh will tell you is in it, bruv. In it, bruv. AMIX is looking very good though, isn't it? So AMIX is the best looking name so far this morning, the best, right? So 150 resistance is still a bit of an issue, so it's gonna need to break above that. Good job on that scalp, Frozen. Good job, good job, good job, good job. Love it, AMIX. IPVD is doing okay too, right? IPVD, yeah, looking okay as well. I like it. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Okay. We in a while. No, we did last week. Last week. That was actually a really nice pop on the markets there. Look at that. SPY with a really nice pop. Dan, really nice pop. Bitcoin back above 95, so that's good too, I guess. Above 100 would be nicer, but we'll take above, you know, take above 95 for now. We'll take it. And AMIX is super slow, but not a single red candle. Not a single red candle. Things like red. What's that? So we're just testing the 150. Where would I recommend it? Where's your entry price, Donovan, for now? Good job, Floyd. Yeah. I'm at 126, 140. Good jobs. So yeah, you can clearly tell that we have some issues at 150 then. So just be mindful. Okay, there we go. Good job. Good job. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Yeah, I don't know what that was. We both halted at the same time, I guess. Should be good now. Thank you. New computer. I knew Raven was coming with that. Come on, Raven. It's not the computer. Anyways, um, Look at AMIX is halted down, right? So are we really surprised though? We shouldn't be, right? So shouldn't be. That level was clearly resistance. It's the user. No, it's not. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but it's good now, right? We're good. Yeah, yeah. If you took your monies on AMIX, good jobs. GLMD is trying to come back, so let's see if this one can now take over. Maybe. Alrighty. So let's see if GLMD can take over now that the other one's halted. So GLMD is trying to come back, trying to come back. Yup. So one drops, the other one says, "Okay, okay, 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 my turn." So there goes a retest of 140, guys, for GLMD. So this 140 is that same resistance from earlier this morning. Yeah, I like it. Here, pay the internet guy some more to add another copper wire to your router. I don't know what the issue is, Peter. I have no idea. Like seriously, Raven, I have no idea. Kind of annoying. Wow, goodness, Peter, thank you. I'll give him some cookies. You know. Yeah. Yep. That's how they're gonna hack Bitcoin, Kevin. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So a nice little pop there. If you took your gains on AMIX closer to $1.50, type yes in the chat. If you took your gains at resistance, type yes in the chat. Let's see these criminals. Yeah, good, 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 good. Right. So again, when we keep saying like there's resistance between 145 and 150, sometimes you have to take those gains. Yeah. Be okay? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We would lose a lot of monies. Everybody would lose a lot of monies. Seriously, Pablo, at this rate, yeah. At this rate, shish. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yep. Stop loss did. Good job. Good job, Vina. 148, Jason. That's as perfect as you can get. As perfect as you can get, Jason. Good job. Greg, good jobs. Right. So again, it's never to say that like when a stock is hitting resistance, it's not gonna come down and then go higher. You know, but honestly, sometimes, especially at the open, when you have resistance like that, you just have to make that decision. GLMD, your resistance is 140, so we do need to break above $1.40. Need to. Alrighty, SPY stalling there, so I don't know if it's gonna break out or come back down, but there's a bit of stalling going on there. Maybe Peter bought some puts. I'm kidding. Oh, if Peter bought some puts, then CYPH is still looking for that 320 test or breakout. So that still looks okay. A nice little higher low. So we'll see if what can happen there. In terms of like support, I mean, let's see what happens closer to $1.20. Between $1.20 and $1.10, Anthony. Alrighty. Just because the stock is dipping doesn't mean it's done, right? We easily could dip from 150 back to 120, 110, and then curl back up, right? So that's how stocks work. But let's see if it can consolidate there. Cool. GLMD again, resistance is 140, so it's having a hard time breaking 140, like a really hard time for some reason. A really, really hard time breaking 140. So SGML, nothing, just zero, right? CGTL, nothing as well. Too much resistance. And then CYPH is like, hey guys, I'm here. Give me a breakout. Give me the breakout. So yeah, for now, AMIX is holding down 120 for now. Pablo, is that true? Did you get deported? ICE kicked you out? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But they're like, we've had too much of Pablo, Too much. Causing too much chaos. Looks like the markets are hitting brand new highs of the day, so that's nice. Pump it. All time highs, please. So here goes AMIX again, right? So this is what I mean. Just because the stock is halted down or dropping doesn't mean that it's done, right? So sometimes you just have to take gains, right? And then reevaluate your position, whether you're coming back in or staying out or waiting for a breakout. I am ice. So there goes 143 and 144. Right? GLMD retesting 140 as well now. So these two stocks are fighting. They're fighting. They're like, who's gonna break out first? Is it gonna be GLMD? Is it gonna be AMIX? They're both fighting the resistance levels. Yep, exactly, Vena. That's what we need Pablo to do. Pablo, we need you to get a mango island in the DR. 132 done for the day. Good job. Good job, Heel. Okay. One second. One second. Hmm. And $1.40 is acting as a bit of a difficult level for that thing. And then $1.40, think it's way oversold. Look into the company a bit more than just the technical on something like that, please, Virtus. What's the upside potential for AMIX and GLMD? Well, they both need to break out, right? So this one needs to break above $1.50 and hold. The other one needs to clear $1.40 and hold. Alrighty. If they can, for GLMD, then your next target is potentially $1.65 there. Cool. Yeah, CYPH has done really well. Done really, really well. So if you're in anywhere closer to $3 or below, you're pretty happy with that. Yeah, CMCT with a nice little pop there. A nice little pop. GLMD for some reason just can't break above that $1.40 yet, right? AMIX is looking like it really wants to test that 150 again. We don't need this low quality on this channel. It's good now, Peter, isn't it? Seems good on my end. Are you guys still having issues? Your average is 280. Okay, good. Yeah, it's better than earlier. Okay, good. Thank you. See this, Thank you, pizza. Yeah, thank you. Not like the other Peter. It's your end. Audio is wobbly a few times, but way better than it was. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I I I really don't know what the issue is with that stuff, honestly. That thing just waits for me to get a stream, and then so chaos can start. That's it. Okay, we need one of these two names to really break out here. You know, good job, Daryl. Yeah, yeah. We need a breakout here. 144 going once, going twice. Another rejection. You can do it, Amex. You can do it. GLMD, so can you. We just need boom skis. Boomskis, breakouts. Yep, they both need to break out red. Jason, GLMD. Yeah, AMIX is looking like the one that wants to do it though. 145 again and then reject it again. So yeah, that 145 to 150 there's a lot of selling going on there. Lots of resistance. Here goes GLMD though. Here we go. 144. Okay, 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 okay. 145. Jason is smiling. 146 and then rejected at 148. Damn, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Almost like they let it break just so, they could let it break, right? But look at that. The candle never closed above 140, right? So it broke above, but it never closed above. So it's really not a breakout, is it? Right? They just wanted to push it above just to scam it, is all. So when we say like when we talk about breakouts, who are they? They just call them they. They don't want to be named. Um, but anyway, so this is why we usually say that it's not a breakout until the candle closes, right? You guys have heard that a few times, right? It's not a breakout until we close above, because we see this happen all the time. So for now, again, watch for $1.20 ish for retest. AMIX is the same thing, right? Like same. Doesn't want to break and actually hold. BTC with still struggling with 95, struggling with 95. SPY still looks good, but BTC struggling with 95 there. All-time highs. Where? For your account? Yeah, GNS does. Okay. And then CYPH failed at the View app. So View app failed. $3.30. Kaizen still looks interesting. Not a breakout though. We need a breakout. Some consolidation here for SGML, but struggling with 95 cents too. uh, yes. Okay. Come on, AMIX. Save us. Save us from this suspiciousness. Yep, exactly, Jason. Save us. Something's gonna break out. Something has to break out. Yeah. Of the little consolidation there, Yogi. ANVS with a bit of a pop. ANVS. You like it? SGML? It's trying to consolidate, yeah. Right. So $7, 690 consolidation, right, for the first time. So maybe a retest of the 200 EMA there, maybe. Yeah. So at least you can see the consolidation though, which is good. You're in it, Yogi? Okay, nice. I like it. Consolidating in a demand zone, not bad. Come on, Raven. Come on. We have to though, right? You're gonna make Yogi run out of that position, Peter. Yeah, just too much resistance there on these names. Something has to break out like AMC. Unbelievable. Yeah. AMIX says, I have to break out? Don't say AMC because I'm not going to break out. Yeah, let me take a look at ANVS. ANVS. GNS is curling. Okay. Nothing crazy in this one. A little push with that news, and then 315, 320 resistance and drops. Kaizen is looking good though. Just too much resistance at the top. GLMD is just too annoying now. Just too annoying. SGML is still just sitting in that demand zone, so that's not a bad thing. Mm. Yeah, the longer it sits there, the more likely it is that it will get slapped. So it's now or never for AMIX. Now or never. There we go. There we go, AMIX. Now or never, guys. Now or never. That thing said, okay, fine, we'll do it now. Now or never. There we go. Yep. Again, that 150 is still your resistance, guys. Right. So when look at that, it's basically just a carbon copy of the other one, right? It's like they push above, but they never break out. So these are almost like opportunities when they pop like that. Almost opportunities to get rid of them. Take your monies and run. The good thing about AMIX is that it didn't. Well, I mean, I say that. It didn't get slapped like the other one, right? Like GLMD. So we're still technically sitting in that same range at least. So this one definitely looks way better than the other one. Virus. Virus, how many times did you change your picture? Okay, no, it's the same picture. Virus with the G Wagon, guys. The G Wagon. I like it. Yeah, below, seriously, right? Push above, no close, slap back below. What is going on? What is going on here? 1G. KXIN is looking good though. Super slow, but looking good. And then see what happens closer to 50 cents down this one. Carbon, copy. Anyways. Anyways. Okay. Back to AMIX here. Is it? Nice. Come on, Yogi. When 200 EMA test. That's the blueprint, isn't it? Right? Drop below, consolidate, retest the 200 EMA, and then maybe break or fail. We'll see. Good jobs. Good jobs. Okay, can we go already? Can something just go? And GLMD is still retesting $1.20 and holding. Phantasma. Did anybody buy some BTC dips over the weekend? Anybody buying crypto dips, or we're all done with those dips? Everybody's tired of dips. There goes AMIX. Again, the good thing on stuff like this, though, guys, is you can clearly see the resistance. Like you can clearly see it, right? Even if you are blind, you can see red. When you close your eyes, you can see red, and then you get scared. You're like, "Oh, am I in hell?" Even when you close your eyes, you can see the red on this thing, right? You can see the double top, you can see the resistance, right? So at least you know not to buy, right? You know not to buy or to take some gains if you're in that spot, right? Crypto's a scam. Ah, crypto is a scam. I see green when I close my eyes. The problem is the red when I open them. Oh, that's funny. This one's looking really good still though. KXIN. So $1.50 test incoming. Sorry, 50-cent test. Mm. That's pretty funny. Not gonna lie. That was funny. AMIX is gonna be such an annoying stock today. That's why I painted my room green. ah, Unbelievable. Yogi, you're smiling, huh? Yup. That seems to be the blueprint, right? Consolidate, retest the 200 EMA. It's better if the 200 EMA is higher because you can get there, you know? First things first, you're testing the 50 at almost 770. Let's see if we can break above and hold that, and then closer to 790. So again, SGML, really good curl. Very, very nice dip, nice consolidation, nice demand zone, nice pop. And I like it. Peter, are you gonna buy some spy puts? Don't say we didn't tell you, you know? Yeah. Yeah, that 50 EMA is acting as a bit of resistance there. A little bit of resistance. A virus? uh, no, we need one of you long, one of you short, you know? Puts and calls. At least one person can win. Yeah. Pizza. Come on, you can get above 770. And spicy pizza. Don't say we didn't tell you. Right now you'd be nice and green on zero DTEs. You know, so green even your room would be look at that. See that? Look at that. You'd be so green right now. Ooh, Spy's looking for uh okay. AMIX is still just consolidating there. Yeah, GLMD is still just playing with that $1.20. It is holding it, so that's a good thing. And then KXIN, 50-cent resistance. CYPH again, we often refer to the VWAP as resistance, right? So, well, there was your resistance. It hit it and then got rejected. So nothing's really changed. Your support is still closer to $1.85, and then we'll go from there. Cool. Yeah, AMIX is 1G is halted up. We should have known when virus showed up to the chat. With the picture of the G wagon. You know, yeah. I mean, the stock is coming from the abyss, though. So it's not like we're looking at something that's amazing because that looks like trash. Honestly, most of these stocks look like trash today, right? There's that retest Yogi. There it is. SGML. There it is. Are you happy now, Yogi? Happiness. Kaizen is breaking above 50 cents or trying to. I'm always happy. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Bull is on the 9 now. Yeah, Bull is they need to fire whoever the CEO is needs to go. We need to make it happen on social media. We need to tag the CEO of Bull. Actually, somebody, who's the CEO of Bull? Let me see. What's going on here? Why do we keep glitching them? CEO of Mullen. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. And Nancy Pelosi. If Nancy Pelosi was the Anthony, that's the CEO of Weibo. Let's find them on social media. Uh, okay, let's see. Maybe that's not the Twitter handle, you know. Yeah, the Anthony I found looks like he's from the village. From the village. Anyways, yes. KXIN, yeah, 50 cent resistance. Mm-mm-mm. And SGML is trying to break above that, VWAP there. Sorry, the 200 EMA and then retest the VWAP. So let's see if it actually does. But again, like this is very typical now, right? A stock drops at the open, but then consolidate and then goes back for the 200 EMA. So that was nice. SGML. GLMD again, you can kind of see we're just, we feel that resistance, came back to support and just sitting there, right? AMIX is kind of doing the exact same thing, so all of those names are a little bit annoying. CYPH, exact same thing. Feel that resistance, came back to support sitting there. Kzin, on the other hand, though, is like, hey guys, I'm the one for now. Yeah, I'm the one. 54 pennies. Your average is 135. Okay, you're not that far off, right? Not that far off. Make the call and pump bull. Yes, please. Okay, sounds good, Jaden. Sounds good. Yes, please. I'm gonna message the CEO of Weibo, and you know,
Jaden has $1 bill, 1 quarter, and 2 pennies. How much money does he have? Jaden broke.
uh, let's go, Jaden. Yes, let's do it. Yeah, you're down 3 cents on that AMIX position, so that's not horrible. Not horrible. Yep. Yep. If you don't feel comfortable with any of these names, yeah, you definitely should be patient. Patience, patience, patience. Diffs keep dipping though. Yep. uh, Bailey. I mean, mm, $7 by Thursday, maybe. Well, we shall see. SGML is slowly pushing for the VWAP test. Yogi, did you take your gains? You're still in there. GLMD back into the 130s. Yeah, the top of the supply zone for KXIN is 55 cents. 55 cents. So just be mindful. You out of it, Yogi? Okay. That's a very good entry, though. Really good scalp for you. Good run. Okay, can we get another? Can we get another breakout now? Because Kazin is the only one that's actually broken out and retesting the breakout again at 55 cents. Can something else give us another breakout? Frozen? Yep. Yep. 55. Here comes the breakout. 55 again. And 55 again. Yep. Yeah, the good thing is that it's been holding that 120 level, Jason. So, and it actually consolidates, before the curl. So that's a good thing. Still need the breakout though. Super slow. Super slow. Today seems like the markets are sus. Wi-Fi is sus. Like it's all around sus in the markets. All around sus in the markets. Unbelievable. Still at 55 cents? Yup. Still at 55. CYPH is slowly coming back, which is good. So that support held, which is good, We just need some proper boom skis. Yeah, let me switch to Wi-Fi again. It looks like he's in. Can you guys still hear me fine, or is it giving us issues? Can you guys hear me fine or no? I sound like a robot. Oh, you can hear me fine. Oh, yeah. Some of you guys can. Freezing now a little bit. I just switched to Wi-Fi. I think it was frozen because I switched it. It's fine now, or is it? Yeah. Let's give this a second and see if it still gives us issues. Okay, can we get a breakout? Because that's pretty slow. Yeah, it's fine now. Yeah, should be okay now. Hopefully. Yeah. GLMD is really trying for that 140. So maybe this time we can break it. 136, Jason. Yeah, good job. Yeah, AWS. AWS. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Isn't that funny though? Like three stocks this morning have done the exact same thing, right? The exact same thing, right? Breakout, not a breakout because the candle never closed. Dang, Raven. Ah. So push above, no breakout, or breakout but no close, right? The closing is the most important part of all of this, right? If we don't close above, it doesn't count. Dang, we need GLMD to really break and hold up. Yeah. AMIX is trying to come back. It's consolidating at the VWAP. So SGML, really good curl, Yogi. Really, really good curl. So testing the VWAP now. That is looking very nice. That was a solid base, wasn't it? A solid base. So let's see if it breaks above the VWAP. That's how many shares you have? Okay. Yeah, that was a good spot, right? We mentioned 285 being support. It's held that really well. Now you're testing the double top. So break above $3.30 and you're gonna be even happier. Yeah, no, CYPH has done well. I mean, it has that history of performing well, anyways. So since last week. So again, $3.30 is your next resistance. Are you in this one, Empress? You can do it. You are okay. Good job, Colonel. Good job. Yeah, not bad. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. GLMD, look at that. Another rejection. 140 is a solid level for resistance. Like that level is so strong. Not even funny. Oh my days. Sheesh. Just a difficult level. Just difficult. It just doesn't want to break above that level. Packs with a bit of a pop. And then Kaizen retesting 50 cents or retesting that last break. CYPH is still looking really nice. So let's see if we can actually get a breakout in this one. Doo, doo. CYPH. Lil Coleslaw. What's your question for AMIX? Right. So for now, it's consolidating. It's holding $1.20. I mean, really $1.17. That's the low of the day. So it really needs to stay above that level. Your next support is $1.10. Alrighty. So let me know if you have a question. Though it's trying to curl, which is good, right? But then again, that's all these stocks have been doing today. It's like dip, nothing dies. It comes back a little bit and then crashes and then comes back again. So, yup. SGBX, yeah, highs of the day, 41%. SG, safe in green. You can even tell like the price action on this is a bit sus. Yeah. So save the market. Why? Where are we at now? We back to the lows of the day, virus. Yeah, we're looking a bit suspicious. We need a higher low on SPY, or they're gonna slap it to the abyss. Maybe we just go sideways into those big earnings. Big earnings. GLMD is back, guys. GLMD is giving some interesting vibes, isn't it? Like it's gonna break 140 at some point, unless something new and shiny shows up. The way this thing is going back and forth is pretty impressive. And again, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. 145. And then that 150, let's see if we can break above it. But I mean, the candle hasn't even closed above $1.40 yet. So we're gonna need to. Here we go. Jason is scalping this one like a criminal. Good morning, Chow. Look at that. That candle is still playing with $1.40, right? Above, below, above, below, above, below. Kind of annoying. But it's giving you those interesting vibes, though, right? The fact that it doesn't die on the way down is a good thing, right? But it also needs to confirm that it's ready to go up by actually staying above the damn level, right? So the pro gives you access to special classes like special education classes and special, recorded videos. And then John, and then the legend just gives you access to overall Discord and most videos. But there's some special things that come with the Legend Pro, right? Like some really really good educational videos, you know, like how to play breakouts, how to play consolidation, right? Um, and then we did a class over the weekend on Friday. If you haven't seen that class yet, you're struggling, you're missing out big time. That was a very good class, an excellent class. So again, if you haven't watched that video, like we said over the weekend, we would give it, it would be available for everybody, but now it's a Legend Pro video. So yeah, Pro is worth it. Donovan, there you go. Right, so you get some really good. Yeah, here we go, guys. 150. So we just tapped out. We just tapped 154 with GLMD. Not as good as the last one, but still a long opportunity here. Yeah, yeah. Amazon is like Amazon is everywhere. Everywhere in everything. Amazon is gonna be Amazon's gonna be very good going into 2026. Like you can look at some of these other companies and say, hey, like they're overvalued, But then you look at Amazon and you're like, is it overvalued? Mm-mm. Yep. They're like Amazon is everywhere. That's crazy. Like like they're everywhere, right? Yeah, that's crazy, virus. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Sheesh. That 150 now is the next problem. Come on, GLMD, just do better, please. Just do better. Mm-mm-mm. System is more profitable than yeah, that isn't that crazy, Joel? Right? When people look at Amazon, they look at like like Amazon, yeah, Amazon shipping, like retailing. Amazon Scott Galloway, number one pick for 2026. Wow, interesting. Yeah, like Amazon is yeah, Amazon is send ice to Canada. Actually, D, I meant to message you over the weekend because we were supposed to do the like the call, right? Um, you never messaged me though. I told you to message me on Friday. You never did. Unbelievable. Nvidia is a beast on its own. Yeah. If you compare it to the likes of Apple and Google, see that's what I mean, right, Bilal? Is like you can look at some of these other companies and you can say, hey, overvalued, right? You look at Amazon and you're like, mm, mm, right? So infrastructure and obviously like movies and shipping and everything else that they have their hands in, you know, pretty impressive. Yeah, see the Grims, yeah, right, yeah, crazy. Gucci, well, thank you. So proud of, yeah, good D, good. You should be proud as well. It's all you. She's probably tired of hearing you. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Look at the a 6 month Goog chart, and that's something. Yep. Yep. No, Google has done well too. You see the likes of like NVDA flying, right? Um, Doubling every year, but some of these other ones are gonna do well too. SGML is still looking really good, Yogi. Look at that. That was the base, right? That was the base of $7. Yup, really nice. Almost back to the highs of the day. Market opening highs, not pre-market highs. Very nice. Kazin came back for that beautiful retest and then said, "Thanks, guys. That was it. Hope you bought the dip skis. Let's go back and retest the double top." So here goes KXIN. So that's looking nice. Yes, we do. We want pre-market highs. Pre-market highs. GLMD's having such a hard time with like every level. Every 10 cents, it's a problem. AMIX is still playing with the $1.30 there. Yep, today feels like a scalp day. Yeah, good job, Frozen. Yeah, 49 to 56. Good job. I like it. I like it. Yeah, today feels like a scalpy day more than anything else. Mm, hmm. Very interesting. Okay. Yep. No, exactly. Our team. Hope this doesn't pull a. Yeah, exactly. Lot exactly, Rob. Right. Lots of 10% scalps. Like those scalps all over the place. Right. GLMD as an example, you could have scalped this thing a million times already. Right. Even AMIX. Right. Kazin retest. Nice little scalpy there. So we do want some boom skis though. The good thing is like in the middle of the scalpies, we've had some really good runs. As annoying as it's been, last week we had 1,000% gainer and then a 500% gainer. So like we're having these annoying scalpy mornings, and then all of a sudden something's like, okay, let's go, time, right? Last week Wednesday, right, pre-market was fire. Thursday, fire. And so so we shall see. SGBX is slowly creeping up, right? Slowly creeping up. Yeah. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Let's go. I'm loving the scalpies, but would love an all day runner. Joya, I agree. I agree. Usually we can tell that it's going to be an all day runner for the most part, right? We can look at the chart and say, "Dang, this looks really good," right? Usually we can tell, right? It's the breakouts, the higher lows, breakouts, higher lows consistently, right? But now we can barely get a stock that breaks out and stays above the breakout. Like we're watching AMIX double tops. It's like, okay, well, that's not it. You can scalp it though. GLMD, well, same thing, right? Triple tops, resistance. You can still scalp it from the bottom now, right? You just can't stay in there all day. So nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Let me take a look. DVLT. Over $2. See, there's another one. Like it's only up 10%, right? But you can still scalp it though. Right? Kaizen is looking really nice actually. Kaizen. Looking very nice. 149. Good job. Pizza. Pizza out. Have a good rest of the day. Thank you, Pizza. You as well. Have a good day at work. And don't fight anybody today, please. And I'll see you later. Alrighty. Yeah. It looks interesting. Yeah. Just because it's, yeah, I'll take a look in a second. Are you in it, man? There goes DVRT. DVRT says 10% wasn't good enough. Okay, how about 13%? So again, slow and steady, action today. Slow and steady, slow and steady. 63 cents. Okay, sounds good. Hmm. Kaizen is the only one that's actually playing with, the highs of the day today, and consistently, and not just a one candle pop. So 60 cents. Is it scalpable? I mean, it has been, yeah. Right? Look at the chart. It's been scalpable. 5,000 shares, Jerem. Good job. Good job. Yeah, on a day like today, very nice. On any day, that's very nice because you have a lot of shares. This morning, good day. Let's go, Rush. Good jobs. Good jobs. 60 cents is acting as a nice little obstacle there. TSLL. Good job, Sid. I can see why you sold that thing, Sid. Right? It looks good. SGML looks really good. You're just sitting at resistance there. Right? Just at resistance. AMIX, on the other hand, just stalling at the VWAP. So clearly there's a bit of a downtrend that it needs to break above. GLMD, 200 EMA retest. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Up and down. What's the float on this thing actually? 100 million. Yeah, makes sense why it's a bit slower though. Good price action, but and then Kaizen is retesting 60 cents again. There you go. And another fail. GLMD is curling up the 200 EMA again. Curling. Come on, get back above 140. Let's get back to cooking, please. You're in at 180. Good job. Yeah, it's super slow because the volume is the average volume, which is interesting on this thing, is 63 million. It's still below 20 million. So the volume isn't crazy, and it's up 13%. So, but yeah, those are really good entries though. Dawn and yeah, Durant, really good entries. Now you can easily stay green on that position easily. Uh, 125 million offering with no. Okay. So they're getting monies from it. I mean, they usually are, but it looks like they've set this up a little bit differently. It's an investment rather than yeah. Mm. Yeah, very nice. AMIX is still holding that stupid level in the demand zone. 30 EMA, Peter. 30. I've never used the 30 EMA. A 30 EMA. I wonder how that would work. Like how well it would work. How consistent it is. Most people use the 20 or the 21. I've never seen anybody use the 30. uh, you like the 77 and the 1? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. WTO is a micro penny stock. People seem to be playing with that. It's popping a bit. Just not something that I'm interested in. I don't mind when stocks get to like 5, 6 cents and then bounce back and break above 10 cents. Once they start to sit around 3 cents like that, the only thing that's coming out of that is a delisting or a split, a 200 to 1. Craziness, huh? The 69 420. Mm-hmm. Really? So nothing's gonna break out? I mean, DVLT is looking good though. I think it's like, hey guys, I might not be giving you 100%, but at least I'm giving you, you know, at least I'm giving you some slow, 1 penny at a time. That's a good scalp, man. Very, 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 very good scalp. So yeah, you're gonna have resistance the closer you get to $2.20 on DVLT. K's in again, right? 60 cent resistance and then a retest of 55. Let's see if we stay above that. GLMD, it would be nice if this thing just broke out, but obviously, stubbornness is common between this stock and AMIX. AMIX kind of doing the same thing, consolidating but no breakouts. And then SGML, right? You can see that little supply zone there. So you're going to need to get above $8.40. $8.40. Can something just go boom skis? Just go boom skis. This is the longest you've held a stock in a week, but you don't want to? Interesting. Okay. I mean, you're really close to that support. Hopefully, you can break above $1.30. Right? It's trying to, Jason. So, yep. Do, 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 do. I think it's like break even, break even, break even. What's your question, Ross, for GNS? 1009? Okay. Yeah, what's your question for GNS? 131. Yeah, you can see it's building some resistance there at $1.30. So you need those candles to break and close above it. CYPH, not bad, right? It's the exact same thing though. No breakouts, dip back down and then back up. Yeah, GLMD, higher lows. Yeah, trying to. These are very annoying. Can I take a look at HBIO? Sure. What's your question? Mm. AMIX. Let's go, Dan. Seems like it should be moving well. Hard to call Fidelity Direct to get them to over 20 minutes. For GNS, you had to call them? Hmm. Mm-hmm. I wonder why. I wonder why. What's your entry price, Russ? Let me take a look at GNS. We looked at GNS earlier and we said that support was 90 cents, right? So, I mean, it's back to playing with 90 cents. These guys, like we said earlier, like these guys have done this in the past. They've done this whole scammy behavior thing in the past where they sue the shorts or sue somebody for stock manipulation and then the stock pumps and then goes back down, right? So just be careful with this. Be very careful. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they know it's pump and dump. This happened so many times with GNS. Yeah, exactly, Raven. Yeah. 95 is your entry. Okay, that's not horrible, right? You're down, just over 4 cents. So that's not that big of a deal. At this point, honestly, if I was in that same position, I would probably put a stop loss right below 88 cents. If it breaks below 88, I don't think I want it anymore. But yeah, the nice price action was from last Friday to this morning, right? Because it actually did really well. It did well. Right, you look at that run, right? GNS was pumping this morning, right? Like look at that. From last night to like Friday, right? Friday night, there was a nice run, and then another pop this morning, and then they've been slapping it ever since. And so there've been some scalps on this one, right? So try and stay above the 88. Marla, ayo. So yes, try and stay above the 88 cents there. Okay, Marla is in the chat, guys. Let's see if we can get some boom skis. Some boom skis. Is weird. Why do you say that, Smurf? That was a nice curl, right? You had your curl, you had your push to 60 cents, and now it's, yeah. Joya? Yeah. I actually called. Good for you. Yeah, especially if having to wait 20 minutes, then you're like, okay, you know what? 20 minutes? You know what? That's it. I've had enough. I'm no longer interested. No longer interested. Another long opportunity on Robinhood. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. CYPH is curling really nicely here, though, guys. Right, so retesting the resistance around $3.35, maybe. GNS is back to 94, so we must have said some nice things. GNS is like, oh yeah, you don't like me? How about I show you? So the good thing here, Ross, is your entry is not that horrible. It's not like you bought at $1.20 and then it went to 90 cents, right? Like you're down 2 cents, like a penny and a half, right? So you really have no major concerns for now, you know, unless you wanted to. But yeah, 94 cents, 94. Two. A gold candle. Yeah, like all the good things are happening around this, around a good spot there, Yogi. It's just missing the volume, just the volume to push it back up. Just the volume. So stay above 120, please. Stay above. APLT. APLT. And we're almost back to 95 cents on GNS there. So look at that. Russ, you're almost back to even now, right? Almost back to even. So again, not a horrible position to be in. And look at those two candles on GLMD, Pyro. Not Pyro, Yogi, right? The volume is almost non-existent, but it's holding. Almost feels like lunchtime on a Monday morning. I expected a bit more excitement than this, Expected more chaos, more boomskis. SGBX is curling up the bottom too for anybody that's watching that. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. No, it's a big week for the markets. Nvidia earnings are usually good. Um, Nvidia earnings are usually good. I don't think anybody expects Nvidia to miss earnings, but we know that's not the full story. You know, it's not that easy. Not that easy. There's always a lot more to it. Like what's the guidance for the next year? Blah blah blah. There we go, Yogi. Nice little pop off the bottom for GLMD. I think said Yogi, I know you're in here. Let me try, and then back down by Thursday. Probably. GNS is back above 95. Russ, are you happy now? Are you happy? I was looking at IPOs. There are no IPOs today. Nothing that we like, anyways. Let me pull up NVIDIA. NVDA, because SPY looks like rubbish. NVIDIA probably looks something like that too. Yep, because NVIDIA runs the streets. The streets. Yeah, that daily looks like more of a retest than anything else, doesn't it? Right? And this is kind of what you want to see going into earnings, honestly, for the most part. Is there's a nice little base around 180 to 178. The most of those candles have been closing above 180, which is nice. Yeah. By Thursday, bull is going to be at zero. You know, at this rate, the amount of times it's hitting brand new lows, it's going to be at zero. And then they're going to change the name from bull to bear, And then, yeah. Virus. uh, anyways, River, good morning. Hello. You switched to puts? Good, Dan. It's about time somebody switched to puts. We bear. Rubbish. They should change the name. We bear, no we bull. There's nothing bull about we bull. It's the only thing bull about it is that people like the platform. Other than that, the stock, yeah, change the name to bull to bear or something. Are you good with gold going down? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so that's Nvidia. Earnings in 2 days, right? So we shall see. Yep. Kaizen, brand new highs of the day, guys. So this has been the more consistent one with the price action. So that's nice at least. That is nice. APLT, yeah, Marla, session highs for you. Your wife wants a gold necklace. Just don't expect it from Bull. To drop a hood so they can make a crazy market. That would be nice. We would all be very happy with that virus. Uh, GLMD is still just fighting with that view up there now, so needs volume. And is the Z a gold necklace stock? Yep. I don't think she'd be happy with that. I don't think your wife is going to be happy with a gold stock. Yeah. You're just watching for the next few days, Prasad? Okay, sounds good. Welcome back from vacation. How is it? How's your trip? Hopefully you had the best time. So just kind of, watch, take your time and slowly get back into it. Paper trade, maybe. No rush. No rush at all. New managing. Oh, cool. Okay, so what does that mean now? Keep a server, la la la, for example, la 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 la. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. La, 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 la. Okay. AMIX. No, that thing's just as annoying as GLMD. Just as annoying. SGML, you can see that resistance, right? So that's really not a surprise. Sid, again, good job on taking those gains. More affordable now than before. Yeah. Netflix. They need another boxing fight, on Netflix. Pump something. Yeah, it's like all of these stocks are just annoying at this point. Uh, what's the golden reversal candle indicator you just used? That's the gold candle, Jordan. That is the gold candle. Yogi, have you bought any more BTC dips? Oh no, you're done buying dips. Go back up and read Varys' message. Fine. I have enough calls on bull and enough shares. I might even have a. Oh, let me. So I have to keep scrolling up from the mall. Ask. Ask for Tesh. Oh, that's funny. uh, I need boom skis. On days where we like there are no boom skis, then I feel like I need coffee. I'm driven by boom skis. Yeah, slowness. Then that's when I need more cookies and more coffee. Even though I don't drink coffee, I feel like I need coffee this morning. When there's boom skis, don't need anything. Buy coffee and scalps. Yeah. Virus. Ah, unbelievable. What is this rubbish? Like even the markets, like even SPY, right? SPY is equally as garbage. Again, yeah, we have big earnings coming up, so we're probably gonna be like that, but still, like, damn. BTC, trash. Trash all over the place. People that don't drink coffee make me suspicious. Yeah. No, I think yeah. No, I never I mean I've like again, like I said, I've tasted coffee, just not yeah. When you like I mean like I obviously grew up somewhere where people didn't drink coffee. Like no one drank coffee where I grew up. Not a single person was like, "Oh, let's go drink coffee." Right? Coffee was like like a North American, South American, like an East, European thing. Yeah. Like we used coffee to make chocolate. You could tell like the difference, right? So I never saw a single person drink coffee growing up. Not a single one. Right? Everybody drank tea though. Like okay, you wake up, you drink tea, you know, and then you carry on with your day. Yeah. So then once I got here, I tasted coffee, but I didn't know you could put like milk and sugar and all of that stuff in your coffee. Um, I tasted black coffee, and I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing? Like only psychopaths. I'm kidding. So then I never drank coffee for another 5-10 years. So then I was like, you know what? What's the point? It's kind of too late now. Yeah. Plus, I do something that I enjoy. Like we get to show up and laugh and make gains. You know, it's not like I'm going somewhere that I'm not driving to work. I'm not doing anything crazy. So blessed in that sense, right? So I don't really need drink tea instead of coffee, especially yeah, there you go, SB. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Some tea has caffeine in it, doesn't it? Not every not all of them do though. Kaizen has been the one that's been slowly creeping up here. Slowly. KXIN. KXIN. Chocolate milk. Unbelievable. But I guess you do become accustomed to the taste, you know. You get used to it. CMCT is doing okay too for anybody that's playing with that. CMCT, let me pull that up. CMCT. Yep. Again, like nothing crazy, right? But slow and steady. And then KXIN. Type yes in the chat if you're holding KXIN. 65. The only people who don't quit their jobs are the earliest opportunity are artists, musicians, and traders. Yeah. Frozen, nice. Derek, good jobs. You sold some? No, that's good though. Hin, good job. Random, yeah. This talk has been nice and slow, nice and consistent. Marla, someday. There you go, 66. Woo, Kaizen is flying there. That thing said, don't worry, guys, I got you, I got you. KXIN, cooking. Esco is right. 60? Okay. Stop loss in the rest. Well done. Uh, any hope for that thing? It's not looking good. OG, what's your entry price? Yeah, this definitely is not looking good. What's your entry though? Let me know. You're gonna need to reclaim that 200 EMA right away. If not, you're gonna have a bigger problem. GLMD, just straight annoyance. So KXIN has been the only one that's actually been yeah. The 200 EMA. 67, here we go. 68 incoming. There you go, 71. Woo! Damn. Damn. Woo! 73, 74, guys. 75. Shish. Damn, what a pop. So again, this is the only thing that's actually giving us, a presentable chart. Higher lows, breakouts, higher lows, breakouts, higher lows, breakouts, right? That's all we're asking for, right? Higher lows, look at that, right? Higher lows, breakouts, higher lows, breakouts, higher lows, breakouts. dip and higher low, and push and breakout. Why did I scale out? No, you're fine. You did the right thing. In this market, you did the right thing, Frozen. Don't worry about it. You did the right thing. Why am I not sitting in the center of like the thing, Why am I sitting on like the edge? I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. No, 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 no. Yeah, so it looks like we failed to break above 75 cents for now. Good push, though. Really good push. CMCT's halted down, guys. Look at that. These stocks, you really just can't trust them today, can you? Craziness, huh? No, Dan, don't tell me what to do. Unbelievable. How about you stop SPY from hitting new lows of the day? Huh? Rubbish. How about you stop SPY from not hitting new lows of the day? Uh, why is that stuff delayed? Interesting. Okay, so CMCT halted down. Kaizen, that's a fat rejection. Oh my days. That is a fat slap for the retest. Look left, right? That is a pretty aggressive drop. It's a retest. And it's not even holding. That thing slap. Again, are you happy you scaled out now? Right? No regrets on scaling out and taking profits. Because if you don't, this happens to you. Right? In this market, you scale out or you move your stop losses higher. You don't just sit there and pray. Because that thing looks good until it doesn't. Looks good until it doesn't. It only takes 1 second and you lost all the gains. No, 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 no. You don't understand why? It's because they suck. That's why. They suck at managing the company. Mm-mm. Promoting, share buybacks. Um, all they're doing is diluting the damn thing, and nothing else. See, if this was an American company, let me pull up Weibo. I want to see who runs the company, right? Because that thing looks like ASS, I wonder if there's there should be like a look at the website, leading global fintech platform, and they're showing all of the things, Um, where's the management team is what I want to see. They have too many options, right? Just too many. I think that's the problem. They're just all over the place. Look at that, all over the place, right? It's cool that they have Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia, Japan, just all over the place to care, Just too much going on. Um, just too much to care. Of course, they're in Florida, so they're on vacation, Look at that. United States, Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia, South Africa, Japan, United Kingdom, Canada. Look at that. All over the place. Join our team. No. Let's see what does investors relations say. See. The fact that you can't find the management team is because Yeah, see, yeah, board of directors. That's the dude, isn't it? Where are the pictures, guys? Why are they hiding the pictures? President of Weibo. CEO is this dude, whoever that dude is. See, no picture, hiding him, hiding, hiding. Where are the pictures? Usually they show all the pictures. Where are the pictures, guys? Yeah, they need to go hire Lisa Su instead. So the CEO worked for Alibaba. No wonder they suck. Senior, no, 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 no. Mm-hmm. uh, no wonder they suck. No, let's Google him. See if he shows up. Let's see. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. Verifying you're not a robot. That's your CEO. Just look at that smile. That smile says congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you, Lord. Virus. Time to buy the dips. Uh, Number of current jobs, two jobs, one at McDonald's, one at Weibo, one at McDonald's. Versus I've seen that dude in China. Translate to you've been played. Ah. How does a CEO of a big business like that have two jobs? How? 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 Is my only question. What's this other company? What's that? Is software development and based in China. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See my name. Virus? Let me see, let me see, let me see. Let's see. What does it say? Virus Wang. Uh, uh, Anyways, well, that's the CEO. So yeah, Kaizen came back for the retest, guys. Right. So let's see if we can get another higher low on that thing. No wonder the stock is flipping like a burger. Seriously. So yeah, KZN is retesting that 60 cents. Let's see if it stays above 60 cents. If not, GLMD obviously has been, a bit of a AMIX, same thing, testing that 200 EMA, trying to hold it. Yeah, all of these names are just absolute doo doo. Doo doo. Again, today's one of those weird days though where like, it can be a red day or a super annoying day, but most of you are still green on the day. Which is always a good thing. Which is always a good thing, you know? You're red? Well, mm, 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 hmm. Mm, mm. Do do do. Come on, Kazin. You can see like those wicks. There's a lot of selling coming in there too. But no, 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 no. Do, 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 do. Callum, sure. IVVD, you're in at 250, sure. So again, KZN is doing a good job though, right? Retesting and holding. Let me take a look at not NVIDIA because I don't think we care for NVIDIA right now. IVVD. See, in at $2.50. Nice job. Yeah, good entry. So you got into this one a while ago, right? I would almost be looking to, if I was in that same position, if this is meant to be a scalp momentum play column, I'd almost be taking some gains here, closer, around $3 here. And then if it can break out, cool. The rest can still print you monies, right? But for now, you want to stay above 280, and then your resistance is anywhere from 305 to 310. So a good entry though. Either way, you're gonna walk away green, so that's good. Is it lunchtime? No, not really. Craziness. Yeah, today's another one of those days we're gonna do like 45 more minutes and then hop off around lunchtime probably. Seriously, Tiffany, right? It's not that we're missing something. Something's, it's slow. It's just slow all around, all over the place, slow. So again, that's okay, right? Last week we dealt with so many of these mornings, and then by the end of the day, it's like, damn, what happened? Because something is flying up, right? Or every so often we have a week like this, and then, but hopefully it's just today. Yeah, see, there you go, right? All win, good job, congratulations, well done, well done, well done, well done. $300 K's in GLMD, beautiful, right? So that's what I mean. Like as slow as it is, I still think that like those scalp opportunities all over the place. It's a hunting season in Michigan. Nice. Very nice. Hunting season. Let's go all win. How come you're not a member yet? Do, 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 do. Mm. You have the legend membership, all win. That's the cheap one. Come on now, Kazin. You can do it. You can do it. That would have been closer to 60, like really close to 60 or below. CMCT is unhalted. Yeah, still looking weak though. Hey, Webull has a green candle, guys. The world is coming to an end. There's a green candle on Webull. Mr. Wang heard us, they sent it to $2. Mm-mm. 65. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's go. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. I would appreciate that. Take a second, smash a like. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet and you do want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat from Nightbot. Alrighty. I mean, like last hope for this thing would be closer to between $1.15 and $1.10. Donovan. Last hope. If yeah, so again, there goes KXKZin, right? So nice little curl there, right? 67. So again, retested the breakout and then consolidated a little bit and then pop. So not horrible. What does it mean if the candle is below the EMA? So again, Alwyn, this is why it would benefit you to join us in Discord, right? Because you get to watch those educational videos because we've kind of explained them already. But each EMA represents something else, right? So depending on which you're below, it represents something else. So it depends. Alrighty? And we had a long class on that. A long class on EMAs. Mm, Uh,
When you take a shit, you're not taking a shit. You're leaving it behind. You are gay.
uh, unbelievable. You are gay. Unbelievable. uh, virus, really? You can tell virus really needs bull to pump. He really needs bull to pump. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem. As a deposit, Phantom, you are gay. Yield Max? Seriously, Michael. Seriously. Yield Max might as well change their name to that. I think that would be a better fit for them. Yeah, would be a better fit. Why is Kazin all of a sudden so slow now? Hey, ever since we trashed Weibo, look at that. It's like 1 cent at a time, you know? Maybe that's all they needed, you know? It doesn't change the fact that you know, Mr. Wang is still still has two jobs. Ah, you done for the day? Sounds good. Good. You made some nice gains, so might as well walk away. Especially if nothing else looks, obvious. Especially if nothing else looks obvious. Let's see. CYPH. I mean, it's been doing the same thing all day today. Honestly, Shagbot, if you were scalping this thing, you'd be happy, right? So that's why we keep saying like those scalps all over the place. Because like, look at this, right? Every time you get close to $3, CYPH goes back up, $3 back up, $3 back up, right? So it just can't seem to actually break above though. That's the downside, right? But it's been a nice scalp. Every time it comes back down, it's been nice as long as it stays above that level, right? So GLMD is dropping. Yeah, yeah. That thing has been garbage. It's been garbage. Kazin is doing a really good job of holding that retest zone. So it would be nice to see that thing pop. Would be nice to see it try and pop. You're in a 149, Felix. ATM AT. There. Webull is still showing green candles. Virus, what happened? Maybe Virus was the CEO. No wonder he's been pumping this. Unbelievable. Okay, so ATNM. 149 entry. Good. Looks nice. You're just missing volume though, just like everything else, honestly. Daily looks okay too. Wish your entry was a bit lower looking at the daily, but yeah. You can see that thing has a lot of resistance. As soon as you get above $1.50, $1.60, all the way to $2, there's so many wicks up there that but yeah, for now your entry is good. It's just missing the volume, but it looks good. Alrighty. So just kind of watch it closely for some consistent higher lows and you should be okay. If that thing can stay above $1.50, $1.45, I think you should be fine. So maybe just put a stop loss. I know, right? Pyro, that was the trick. Trash talk it, and maybe it's gonna do well. See, we left for a second to go look at something else, and we had a red candle. Trash. Garbage. Come on, Kazin. We really don't have time to sit and watch you go sideways. Like I said, let's do another 30 minutes or so, guys, and then we can see what the markets look like and then hop off and go back to Discord from there. Alrighty, there goes Kazin. Here we go. Finally. 66. 66. Hmm. And then GLMD, what are we doing? Okay, came back down. Yeah, like I said, for GLMD guys, your final line in the sand is gonna be somewhere like right there. So hopefully it stays above it if you're still in this one. Alrighty. Hopefully it stays above. So you can see that market opening dip, right? That was that same spot for GLMD. Um, so hopefully it can stay above and push. And now since we came back, Webull is like, okay, fine, no more red candles. CYPH still slowly creeping up. Slowly. Uh yeah. Yeah, Kaizen just he doesn't like that red zone anymore. And obviously the downtrend line. This is definitely I don't think it's the worst low that we've had so far, but it's annoying, isn't it? There's some days that are really slow that you can't really find any scalps. At least today you can find some scalps, but still very annoying. Get out of AMIX. You should have like, what's your entry price play? Right, that thing's been dropping kind of since we like since the double top at $1.50, it's been dropping. So that really shouldn't be a question, right? Should I get out? What's your entry price? Let me know. Next week might be even slower. Oh, Thanksgiving. You're not wrong. Thanksgiving, and then we have the Santa rally into the holidays. Then we're gonna be yelling Santa, Santa, boom skis. Actually, maybe that's what happens. Sell off into Thanksgiving, and then boom skis after that. Maybe. Yeah. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Uh, Judith Miracle. Hello, hi, hello, hello. 120, 127 is your entry on AAM. Yeah. See again, you should have had a plan already on that position, right? So you definitely should have had a stop loss instead of asking when you should be getting out. You never want to be asking somebody else when you should be getting out of a position, right? So actually, we just had this class on Friday, right? We just had this class on Friday, right? We just had this class on Friday. Videos on the videos, right? If you haven't watched this class yet, you're missing out. I promise. If you haven't watched this class, I promise you're missing out already. So like big time. So if this class was available for all the members, right, over the weekend, now it's for Legend Pros. So this class will like just upgrading to Legend Pro. This class will be well worth it on its own, just on its own. So if you haven't watched this is kind of like your building that foundation on like your mindset wise. Before you get into technical analysis and all these other fancy things we talk about, right? Just getting your mind right is really, really important. There's a lot of stuff that was talked about in here, right? A lot of stuff. So 45-minute class on trying to, nothing to do with technicals, charts, nothing, finding trades, nothing, just fixing your mind, right? So yeah. Anyways, there goes Kaizen. Type yes in the chat if you're holding Kaizen. Oh, that's your daughter? Oh, amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah. So your name is Judith Miracle? Okay. Okay, okay. Your YouTube name, at least. Love it. Okay. Well, I'm glad your dad's been talking to you about not spending all the monies, even though he sounds annoying. I'm glad you're listening to him because you're gonna be very happy, and you live a better life than most people, just by listening to him. So good jobs. Yeah, love it. uh, where can you get a when you get a chance? Can I look at your accounts? Like, why am I looking at your account? Like a one-on-one? You can only get a one-on-one if you upgrade to the Gold VIP level. Already? Yeah. Let's go 360. Yeah. Access over the weekend by one of the best classes yet and informative. I think it's one of the best classes so far. Yeah. Right? Yeah. This isn't funny, Judith, And also he hasn't like he didn't tell me to say anything. I'm telling you because I know him. So Megan, welcome back already. Welcome back. I think you're just rejoining, right? So welcome back. Let me know if you need a link though. Welcome back. Yeah, so keys in again, just as annoying as everything else, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah. So again, if you haven't watched that class, upgrade to Pro. If you're a gold member, you should be fine, or anything else, you should be fine. But yeah, if you haven't, go spend some time watching that class. Promise, you're gonna be happy you did. Ready? Some of the basics are costing you guys a lot of money. It's not that you can't read charts. It's not that you can't find the trades. It's not that you can't do this or do that. Your mind is just not set up properly. So, anyways, Frozen, good job, good scalp. Yeah, no greed, just scalpies. And CYPH still looks good. You're testing the upper side of the range now, huh? So maybe this time it's gonna break out. Did anybody buy the dip? Rob, did you buy the dip on CYPH? Because I know you like to scalp these, consistent plays, repetitive. So does Yogi. Anybody scalp this CYPH? DVLT with a bit of a pump. You did, Frozen? Dang, you're buying all the dips. Oh, you missed a window? Oh, yeah. 4 a.m. this morning? Yeah. Yeah. 306. Good job. Yeah, again, Megan, welcome back. Let me know if you need the link. Happy to be back. And members too. Absolutely, Megan. Yeah, let me know. Your Discord should update on its own, or just reconnecting should be good. Since you're already in the server, but if it doesn't work and you need the link, then let me know. It should be okay though. Should be okay. Frozen is buying all the dipskis, all the dips. DFLI, sure. DFLI. I'm gonna drop some lines there. Hmm. Boomskis, yeah, I think it's finally breaking. Again, this has been a consistent scalp, right? History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. Yep, right. History does not repeat, but it rhymes. So look at that, over and over and over again, CYPH. So if you've been scalping this thing, right? So that's why we keep saying like it's annoying. Yeah, today is annoying, but like the scalps are there, you know. You can still make monies. ANVS with a nice little bounce as well. Look at that. Look at Kzin, guys, right? Importance of taking those gains and moving your stop losses up, right? Do you have a class on scalps? Probably. No, 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 no. And then let me take a look at ANVS. Again, another one that's slow and steady. Nothing crazy, but slow and steady. Slow and steady. 376 highs. A rough start to the third day, yeah, and much stronger than you know. Absolutely, love it. Yeah, stay stay strong, and remember that you know you're loved, and that you know most of the time that's the only thing that matters. You know they say this too shall pass. Yeah, yeah. Could have been a nice day to trade Amazon. Virus, why do I feel like you're looking for violence? Why? No, when virus says something, you have to think of the opposite side first before you know come back around. Yeah. Otherwise, not this time. I don't believe you. Ah, Amazon. Let's take a look. Do 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 do. Yep. Let me look at that daily chart again. The virus. Yeah, like that spot, right? That retest spot. Yep. Yep. Even when you look at the daily chart's still loading here, but you could tell like that spot is a nice retest spot. I mean, it's potentially possible that we sell off to the 200 EMA on the daily. Like if the markets want to sell off until like Thanksgiving, then that's a possibility. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully Amazon can save the markets again because they do that like every day. But we'll see. Anyway, CYPH guys, surprise, surprise. Not really. Good job on that exit, Frozen. Surprise, surprise. And look at CYPH just slapping it again. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Yeah, virus. Hmm. Do, 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 do. And GLMD is still holding the bottom of the range, 114. Still holding the abyss. And then guess what? IVVD, whoever was asking for IVVD, right? Like I said, when you're closer to a top like that, you almost want to consider taking some of those gains, Yeah. Consider taking some of those gains. So there's nothing so still kind of in the same range though. So stay above $2 and 88 285 ish should be okay. Lowell, good job. Yeah, good job. Do, 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 do. Why did it have to do that? Kaizen? I know, right? Yeah, price action like that is pretty annoying, but it's really nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Do, do, do. Where are the boom skis, guys? Maybe after lunchtime, hopefully. Again, always remember that when the markets are slow, all it takes is one name. Usually, what happens is that something goes up 300%, 1,000%, and then the markets wake up. So these slow markets usually create some really nice opportunities. Opportunities is what they create. Do. Do, 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 do. For the afternoon, maybe it's possible if we can reclaim the 200 EMA. Yeah, definitely possible. You know, yeah, after lunch. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, slow is not fun for anybody. Have a good afternoon. See you in Discord later, Tiffany. Yeah, hopefully the last 2 hours of the day, we can get some fireworks, and then cook into the rest of the day. Yeah, we'll be on for another like 20 minutes or so, guys, and then we'll hop off and go back to Discord. Alrighty. Yeah. And then hopefully the cooking starts. No, 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 no. Yes, you do the cooking. Fireworks, pyro, boom skis, please. Yeah, we need a 200% runner. We'll take 200%, not 1,000. We'll take 200. Christmas, you are? Oh, yeah. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Do, 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 do. I like it. That sounds fun. Christmas really is the best holiday. It's like it's not just a day. Like yes, it's a day, but really it isn't because like you could tell like right after especially like for the crazy people like Dan, Christmas starts after Halloween, right? But for normal people, it's like the entire month, all the way, and then we obviously have like New Year's. So from December 1st to like after the first week of like January, it's just holidays. Everybody's happy, celebrating family time, food, chocolate, cookies. What more could you ask for? Cancel your gym membership, you know Anyways, anyways. Yeah, yeah, exactly, pyro. Yeah, and then fireworks. Yeah, Thanksgiving is a day. Yes, Christmas is a season. Yeah, it's trying to break out. So yeah, 375 ish. Lewis, you're waiting for swing. Waiting for swing. Okay. Yeah, FFAI just showed up in the scanner, Frankie. Discount on Gold VIP. There's a discount on the lifetime membership. Angel. You could just get that and not worry about anything else. And then you're done. Value. Time to run. Thank you for today. Scuba, have a wonderful rest of the day. Alrighty. No longer exchange gifts. We'd rather take trips and cruises together and make memories. Yeah. Yeah, I think honestly, Dan, yeah, that's the best way to do it, especially for like adults, you know. And yeah, like plus like you guys are giving out gifts, like there's been lots of gift giving, as the years have gone on, and like there's gifts at other times. So yeah. You do the same. Yeah. There goes. That's a nice little push on this one. ANVS. Nice push. That was a good breakout. Nice breakout. Yeah, all these other names are kind of slow. ANVS is the only one that's actually breaking out for now. $4 test. $4 test. Good job, Nix. Yeah, and then fill at $4. Resistance. Okay. Does look like it's in the perfect area for a scalp? Is it just you? No. I mean, I think it just needs to consolidate though, like actually prove to you that it's gonna hold that level. Uh, protect, protect. But yeah, like when you drop to 50 cents like that, it's usually an okay area, you know. So 50 to 48 seems to have a nice demand zone there. But yeah, you guys see why it's important though to take those gains or have stop losses because that thing looked so nice earlier, and then all of a sudden it's like, thanks guys, goodbye. You know, so so important. Yeah, I might test that level. Yeah, see that's what I mean, right? So 50 to 48. If not, just wait for consolidation. Uh, it's Austin. I changed my name. Okay, okay, okay. Sounds good. I'm like, yeah, you guys is the names are. And I hate that YouTube is still using this little hashtag thing. I don't know why they do that. Almost like they're running updates or something. I don't know. But yeah, Austin sounds good. Yeah, give it a second to consolidate, right? But yeah, 50 cents, nice retest. Mm. I New says I never knew this, but joining Discord and other people in this Discord, I have learned all this. Good new. That's why we have a community, right? That's the point, right? That's the point. You know, so we can learn together. So yeah, good. So yeah, when we tell people to join Discord, it's not just because like join and learn, right? And again, Austin, look at that, right? This is why we say wait for that consolidation, right? Because it can drop below with if it doesn't consolidate, right? It's still selling pressure coming in, you know? Yeah. Just because Rob is here, and the market is annoying. ah. Ah. yes. Anyways, since I let's go. Lots of money since you joined the Discord. Love it, Austin. Yeah, keep cooking, right? Keep cooking. Good. Keep cooking. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. ¿Cómo estás, mi hermano? See, now we've transitioned to Spanish. I like it. Muy bien. Muy bien. Yeah, there goes 48 cents, right? So, yep. Again, consolidation is key. The bottom of the zone, there's that 48-ish, 47, 48. So see if it stays above it. Alrighty. Again, consolidation is always key, right? Come on, Rob. Was what do you mean? Yeah. Sheesh, this thing was rejected hard. Rejected. Kaizen is still holding there. GLMD, kind of annoying. This one popped up on the scanner as well. FFIE. They changed the name to FFAI now, but again, you can kind of see like there's nothing too crazy happening. Like all of this is 4%, guys, right? Like so, there's nothing to get excited about. Like not like we've missed out on anything, but yeah, our employees find them a constructive job. Yep, exactly. Um, which one's shady? Which one, ANVS or Kaizen? Kaizen probably, maybe because it's a penny stock. Will AMX go back up again? Only if it stays above $1, maybe, and can get back above that 200 EMA. He's in, yeah. Can buy it, yeah. Maybe it's just because it's a penny stock. Again, like I said before, right? Don't touch anything until it's consolidating, and if it's not consolidating, let it drop, right? You can have the best level of support, like oh my goodness, it's the best level. But if it's not consolidating, and the red candles are fat like this, that's an easy giveaway, right? Easy giveaway, easy, right? Easy. So really important that you get proof, right? You're gonna send your money to 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 war. Make sure it's a war you can win. You know, don't just send your money to fight every war because they're not gonna come back. Has anybody seen that show? What is that show called? Dan, be quiet. Let me think for a second. Uh, la 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 la. It's that show where like celebrities go on, they've had issues in their lives, and they go on there to be, in like they to kind of get beat up a little bit. It's like a military thing. Somebody knows what show I'm talking about. Somebody help me out. Can't remember the name. Yeah. Anyways, nobody. Damn. No, it's not Survivor. Survivor is different. No, like these are celebrities. The rehab. No, these like celebrities, right? They go on this show. Your words say nothing. Biggest lobster. Love and hip hop. No. Your words are weird. No, it's not even a Canadian thing. It's an American thing. But the price is right. No, it's celebrities, right? And they go on this show because they've had, like they've had some issues in their personal lives, and they have some trauma, and they wanna fight the demons, So then they go on this show, and these are people with like military backgrounds, and they take them to a different country, right? Like a military base, and they put them through like a hard time, so they can fight the demons. Special forces, there it is. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, special forces. Yeah. So that's kind of how, when you play with these stocks, you wanna. Yeah, if you haven't watched the show, let me see. Special forces. Yeah, this one, the world's toughest test. This one, right? Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the show. Yeah, look at that picture. You could tell that lady's having a good time, huh? Look at that. Right? Like if you're scared of, like, if you're claustrophobic, like you're about to have a, yeah. Yep. Anyways, FFAI. AMIX is coming back slowly, right? So it's back above the 200 EMA. Like I said, if it can stay above $1, maybe there's a chance. Yeah. You've seen the show Mayhem? Celebrity Apprentice, you're fired. No, these ones, they actually have to do physical work. Yeah, physical stuff. Kaizen is trying to consolidate, trying and bounce, right, Austin? So there's your first green candle in a while now. Notice how the smaller the candles, the better. You guys notice that, right? The smaller the candles get, the easier it is for you to tell that it's trying to consolidate. Like the bigger the red candles, the no touchy, right? The smaller the candles, especially in a level that, like in an area that you like, the better. C list TV shows. Unbelievable, Marla. Unbelievable. You want to go on that show? Yeah. Yeah, no, it would be seems like an interesting show. Sid, you had a really good scalp on the other one earlier though. Good job. I don't remember the name, but yeah, you did a good job on that. And it's a slow day anyway, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, SGML. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Okay, let's see. Anything else we like? La 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 la. Okay, there we go. Why is everything so suspicious? So suspicious. The bus right to the. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. You know what? You know what? 5 more minutes, guys. Let me know if you have any last questions. It's time to go. It's time to hop off. Let me know if you have any last questions, then we'll hop off and continue in Discord. Alrighty? Dan's bored, so he's gonna, unbelievable. Do, 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 do. Ah. Santa Claus real? Is Santa Claus real? Yeah, only in the markets though. When the stocks start to pump, then we know he's real. The cheapest level, Cheech, yeah, the cheapest level is good enough. Alrighty, and if you need a discount, there's a link in the description. There's a link in the description there. Alrighty, I think I'll give you like a few dollars off or something. So yeah, use that link. Mm, 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 mm. He can't handle the heat. Hey, I told you guys we were gonna hop off, in 30 minutes. That was 30 minutes past a while ago. Passed a while ago. So I'm gonna go get some a snack and then get to doing some one-on-ones. More like roasting. Yeah, Matt, like roasting. Yeah. So, anyways, don't forget to smash a like before you go, guys. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you're not a member yet and you do want to join us in Discord, click that link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. If you haven't watched this class yet, I would recommend that you do when we hop off. Alrighty, so make sure you watch the psychology class. Cool, especially if you're a Code VIP. And a Legend Pro member, watch that class. If you're just a regular Legend member, upgrade to the Gold VIP for a month and watch all of those classes. It's going to be really good for you, and then go back down if you need to. Alrighty? So take advantage of the slow days to study, 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 study. And you'll be happy. Mm, 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 mm. Yep, Peter says that was an amazing class. It really was. You didn't get no damn discounts, Mala? You didn't ask for a link, did you? Unbelievable. Yeah. Yep, great class. I watched it over the weekend. Good, Chris. Good, 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 good. Yep. So if you haven't watched a class, take some time over it's only 45 minutes and you don't have to really, you just have to listen to it. You don't have to look at anything really, unless you want to. And then, yeah, there are some things, that you can, yeah. FFAI is like one penny every 5 minutes. 1 penny every 5 minutes, FFAI. But at least it's moving in the right direction, I guess. I guess. Kazin, that was a nice curl, isn't it? Austin, did you ever get in? 53 cents. 53 cents for KXIN. So it went all the way down and then bounced a little bit. Okay. I think I got you got a free month. Okay, when the wheel oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah. It's so dead today. I'm going to take a nap. Yeah, that's okay. Uh Yogi? Yeah. Yeah, I filled up the 50 there. That's why sometimes, honestly, Yogi, the best thing to do when we're consolidating like that is give it a candle above the 9. Otherwise it sits there. The volume doesn't come in, and then yeah, I think consolidation is usually best on a name that's been pumping already, anyways. Because there's the eyes on it, right? But some of those other ones, if they're not the main stock, they tend to be super suspicious. Uh, mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Again, any last questions, guys, before we hop off? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If Quest Trade TFSA lets you reuse capital after a trade on the same day, that's a good question, T2. That is a very good question. I'm not sure. Really not sure. Not sure. APLT is like your favorite stock, Mala. Looks good though. Okay, nothing crazy, but looks good. Much love, Dan. Don't give back those gains. L- love each other. Love you too, Dan. Have a enjoy setting up the Christmas tree. They let you do it SB? Okay, there you go. There you go. If you there goes Marla pumping this one, pumping it, Marla. Yeah, 32 pennies. Good job, Marla. Marla's like, see, told you. There's a nice little supply zone there, but new session highs. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna leave it here for the day, though. Again, smash a like before you go if you haven't already, please and thank you. Have a wonderful rest of the day. We're gonna be in Discord, so hopefully we get some, some cooking there. Hopefully some things can cook for us into the end of the day. APLT is looking good for now. So that 32 is your next resistance, though, Marla. So 32 cents. Alrighty, so we'll see. And everything else still looks a bit suspicious. Uh, thank you, Nicola. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Alrighty. Much love, everybody. Bye for now. See you guys in Discord, obviously. Bye bye. Have a good day, Angel. Chris, see you in Discord. Thank you. Dawn, have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye, guys. Frozen, bye bye. Bye, Jay. Thank you. Bye, guys.